By the by, your friend is coming toward us." "It is not a question of pocket," Mr. Parker continued, disregarding my remark. "It is a question of taste and judgment. Discrimination is perhaps the word I should use. Now, in my younger days—" "Eh? What's that?" The person named Cullen had paused at my table. His hand was resting gently upon the shoulder of my self-invited guest. Mr. Parker looked up and appeared to recognize him with much surprise. "You, my dear fellow!" he exclaimed. "Say, I am delighted to see you, I am sure. But would you mind just a little lower with your fingers? Too professional a touch altogether." Mr. Cullen smiled, and from that moment I took a dislike to him, a dislike that did much toward determining the point of view from which I was inclined to consider various succeeding incidents. He was by no means a person of prepossessing appearance. His cheeks were colorless save for a sort of yellowish tinge. His mouth reminded me of the mouth of a horse. His teeth were irregular and poor. Yet there was about the man a certain sense of power. His eyes were clear and bright. His manner was imbued with the reserve strength of a man who knows his own mind and does not fear to speak it. "I am sorry to interrupt you at your dinner, Mr. Parker," he said, his eyes traveling all over the table, as though taking in its appointments and condition. "Of no consequence at all," Mr. Parker assured him. "In fact, I have nearly finished. If you are thinking of dining here, let me recommend this chicken en casserole. I have tasted nothing so good for days." Mr. Cullen thanked him mechanically. His mind, however, was obviously filled with other things. He was puzzled. "You must have a double about this evening, I fancy," he remarked. "I could have sworn I saw you coming out of a certain little house in Adam Street not a couple of minutes ago. You know the little house I mean." Mr. Parker smiled. "Seems as though that double were all right," he said. "I am halfway through my dinner, as you can see, and I'm a slow eater, especially in pleasant company. Shake hands with my friend, Mr. Paul Walmsley, Mr. Cullen." My surprise at hearing my own name correctly given was only equaled by the admiration I also felt for my companion's complete and absolute assurance. Mr. Cullen and I exchanged a perfunctory handshake, which left me without any change in my feelings toward him. "Another of my mistakes, I suppose," Mr. Cullen said quietly. "I am afraid on this occasion, however, that I must trouble you, Mr. Parker. An affair of a few moments only. I won't even suggest Bow Street, at present. If you could take a stroll with me, even into Luigi's office would do." Mr. Parker put down his knife and fork with a little gesture of irritation. His broad, good-natured face was for the moment clouded. "Say, Cullen," he remonstrated, "don't you think you're carrying this a bit too far, you know? There isn't a man I enjoy a half-hour's chat with more than you, but in the middle of dinner with a friend, too—" "I try to do my duty," Mr. Cullen interrupted, "and I am afraid that I am not at liberty to study your comfort." Mr. Parker sighed heavily. "Do you mind, Walmsley, having my plate kept warm, and reminding the man that I ordered asparagus to follow?" my new friend remarked, as he rose to his feet. "Mr. Cullen wants a word or two with me in private, and Mr. Cullen is a man who will have his own way." I nodded as indifferently as possible, and the two men walked off together toward the entrance. Then I summoned my waiter. "Bring me," I ordered, "a fresh portion of chicken, and order some asparagus to follow. Keep my friend's chicken warm, and order him some asparagus also." Leaning back in my chair, I tried to puzzle out the probable meaning of this somewhat extraordinary happening. My acquiescence in the attitude that had been so suddenly forced upon me was owing entirely to one circumstance. Mr. Joseph H. Parker I had recognized at his first entrance as a regular habitué of the restaurant. He was usually accompanied by a young lady who, from the first moment I had seen her, had produced an effect upon my not too susceptible disposition for which I was wholly unable to account, but which was the sole reason why I had given up my club and all other restaurants and occupied that particular place for the last fortnight. I had put the two down as an American and his daughter traveling in England for pleasure, and my continual presence at the restaurant was wholly inspired by the hope that some opportunity might arise by means of which I could make their acquaintance. Adventures, in the ordinary sense of the word, had never appealed to me. I was privileged to possess many charming